guys, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If not, hi. I'm going to do a setup. Basically, I'm back home for Christmas. I'm scared it's a bit echoey, but we're redecorating. So kind of, I've tried to get a space where there's not too much stuff around the house, things like that. So I hope it's okay. I look all official. I look like I'm sat at a desk. Well, I am sat at a desk, but yeah, I don't have anything on the desk. Anyways, let's get to the point. So today I'm going to be filming a Q&A. Basically, I was meant to film this ages and ages ago. Like, I asked your questions like 5 weeks ago, something like that. And I never filmed it purely because I just forgot. But anyways, I'm going to film it now. So some of the questions may be a little bit old, but I've also asked like for people to send me new questions too. So it'll be a combination of the two. Also, I forgot to ask people if they wanted me to include their usernames or not. So I feel like I'm just going to use first names and not whole usernames in case people don't want me to use their usernames. But also so people know that if it's their question, kind of thing. So yeah, anyways, this has been a minute intro, so let's just get into the video. So first question, this is just in the order that they've been sent in, so no particular order. There's quite a few uni related questions actually, so yeah. Anyways, I'm starting Falmouth to do fashion design, and I was wondering, was it easy to settle into the course? I think personally, from like, I can obviously only speak these questions from my own experience. From my own experience, I found it quite easy to settle in to Falmouth and the course. So I went to the events, like the Meet Your Mentor events, things like that, and I met loads of people there. So I think it's just really important that you turn up to all of your kind of like first lessons, because that's where you're going to meet people. The first 2 weeks is when people are the friendliest, and that's when like everyone's in the same boat as you, remember, so everyone wants to make friends, things like that. So I feel like the first 2 weeks, just make sure you go to everything, even though you're going to have like the people that you live with not going to all of their things and all of that. But you have all of the evenings to hang out with your like flatmates, all of that. And I'm so lucky I had the best flatmates in first year. But I would just say make sure you go to everything and you'll settle in fine. Don't get me wrong, I did struggle because I've never done anything like that before, like what the course was. So it's fashion design. Although I'd studied fashion before, I'd studied like the more business side of fashion and also more textiles aspect of it. So like things like printing, weaving, things like that. And I hadn't ever done like actual fashion design, so designing clothes and making them. I'd never done that. So from someone that was completely thrown into it, like miles away from the uni, I found it really easy to settle in. The tutors are really supportive, and I didn't ever feel like I needed to go speak to them, but they are around if you do need to speak to them. And also you have like mentors. So at the uni I was at, they had like mentors, and if you ever need to speak to them, they're always, even if you just want to Facebook message them, they'll always be there. So I think from personal experience, I found it quite easy to settle in. Also, you will get them aspects of missing home, things like that, but I think that's just natural. So yeah. Next one's from Emily, and by the way, that question was from Ashley. Next question's from Emily. It says, what's the easiest way to make friends at uni? I think it's kind of similar to what I just said. I think just make sure you go to things. You're going to be so unbelievably tired, like a tiredness that you've never felt in the first 2 weeks, but just keep going, keep going, keep going. Make sure you're just eating a lot to keep yourself going. So there's going to be so many things. You're going to have lessons, you're going to have parties, you're going to have day things. I think just go to it all, because then you're going to meet people and then you can build on them friendships after them first 2 weeks kind of thing, and you're gonna know people. So if you go on a night out with one group of friends, you're gonna see people out that you've already met from another thing. And I think just go to things, go to the freshers fair, just do it all. I know at the time you're gonna be like so tired and drained, even though you'll be loving life, you're just gonna be so tired, but just go to things and you will make friends. And like I said, first 2 weeks everyone is so friendly, like from my personal experience. So just make sure in them first 2 weeks you really do just get like put yourself out there. I know it sounds hard, but everyone is in the same boat as you. There will be some people that are more confident, some people that are less confident. That's fine, that's like totally normal. And yeah, that's all I think, yeah, just put yourself out there and make sure the first 2 weeks. But don't worry, don't think, oh, if the first 2 weeks are over and I haven't met my best friends. Don't worry about that, because you might meet people in the first 2 weeks that are just friends that you meet other friends with. Do you know what I mean? So don't worry if you think, wow, it's been the first 2 weeks over and I haven't met my best friends. Don't worry, that's totally fine. That will come with time, and you'll get to know more people as like the year goes on and who you really click with, things like that. So don't panic if you don't like meet your best friends in the first 2 weeks. Juliet says, what is your favourite fashion designer and brand. Okay, so my favourite brand is House of Holland, because I just like how it's like kind of quirky but cool. Like, I really like that kind of, like, the balance is just perfect, I think, with it. It's like, it has that fun aspect, it has that, it's not high street, but it has that kind of up-to-date aspect, but it also has that high-end aspect, like all of the things. I think the balance is just perfect, and I love really like fun prints, things like that. And I really like how he takes like inspiration from films, things like that, because I take a lot of inspiration from things like that. Sorry if you can hear my dog whining outside the door. I shut her out because otherwise she's going to be really annoying. I feel so bad. I might go open the door. But yeah, I'd say that's my favourite fashion brand is House of Holland. I only own 2 things from there because it's super expensive, so I try and get it in the sale. But yeah, House of Holland. And my favourite designer is probably Jeremy Scott. So Jeremy Scott designs for Moschino and his own label, Jeremy Scott. I prefer the Jeremy Scott stuff personally. I just think, again, it's just fun, and I think that's what I love about fashion. Obviously, I do really appreciate the high-end things. So like the Chanel, the couture, all of that, I really appreciate the high sewn. But like, I think my favourite designer, yeah, definitely got to be Jeremy Scott. It's been that way since, I'd say, since the beginning of A-levels, to be honest. And yeah, still my faves. So doing well, doing well. Lucy says, how did you gain confidence to start YouTube, and what would you recommend to anyone looking to start? So I think I always wanted to do YouTube. Like, I always watched the videos and thought I'd love to do that, but I guess I was a bit like, oh, what will people say, kind of thing. So I waited until the end of high school. Now, in some ways I do wish I'd started it sooner, but in some ways I think, no, that was the right time to start it after high school and things like that. So I started my YouTube channel before I went to uni, so that when I met people at uni, they'd accept me for knowing I do YouTube, and I wouldn't get any of them fake friends that are like, oh, why'd you do YouTube, kind of thing. And I think I'd reached a point where I was really happy with the people around me, and I knew they'd support me. So I'd done quite quick creative courses at college, had a really good set of friends, and I knew they'd support me with it. And I think one thing to remember is with friends, your friends can support you. They might not watch your YouTube videos because that might not be their kind of thing, but they can support you in other ways. Do you know what I mean? So like, be accepting of you doing it and understanding, things like that. And I think I just reached a point where I was like, yeah, I have people in my life that are going to be understanding about me doing this, and I'm just going to go for it because it's now or never. And it literally is now or never. Like, if you don't start now, when are you going to start? You may as well, you couldn't say I'm going to start in 2 weeks, but you may as well just start now. I knew at the time my videos weren't going to be great, I didn't have great editing software, all of that kind of thing. But you've just got to go for it, because like, what's the worst that's going to happen? I do kind of understand not starting it in high school and things like that, even though I would have loved to. I was just kind of like, you know what people can be like, a bit judgmental and things. So yeah, I think as long as you've got people around you, and do you know what, I decided to just go full out and tell everyone. I think one of the really good things is, if you're confident, people will believe in you. So even if you don't feel confident, just pretend you are, and people will be like, yeah, look at you, kind of thing. And yeah, you don't have to, like, I decided to just tell everyone about it, but you don't have to. So if you're scared about what people may think, just start it, but you don't necessarily have to tell everyone. I know a friend that did that, and now she's decided to tell everyone, but at first she didn't. So yeah, it just depends. You can go about it different ways, but I would say just go for it, to be honest. Even if you've just got your iPhone to film on, anything, just go for it. And then to be fair, it's nice to like look back and see your improvements, to see how nervous you were when you first like did your first video. I know I was nervous and I never thought I would be, but I watch it back and I was like so nervous in my first video. So yeah, just go for it, I would say. I know that's not really helpful, but genuinely that's all I have to say about it. Next one's from Isabel. She says, advice for anyone who wants to start vlogging or doing YouTube videos. So it's kind of the same thing for YouTube videos. In terms of vlogging, I think you can do vlogging like quite easily, in terms of you can literally vlog on your phone. I mean, I choose to vlog on my camera, so don't get me wrong, you do get quite a few people staring at you, but if you just sit on your phone, people just think you're on FaceTime, to be honest. One thing I'd say is you can always practice doing it on your phone and not uploading them. Or like I started off doing Snapchat vlogs, so I would just like talk to Snapchat and things, and then that kind of developed into me doing a YouTube channel. So you don't necessarily have to start by putting it on YouTube, but you can just practice and just go with it, yeah. Kirsty says, do you know what you're going to do after Falmouth? Do I know? To be fair, I'm not 100% sure. I know I kind of want to go into the fashion industry, but I'm not 100% sure what yet. I don't know if I want to do fashion design, if I want to do styling, if I want to do marketing. I don't know. I'm quite, I would say, I don't mean this in a big-headed way, but I'm quite a people person, so I like to be around people. And I'd say I'm less technical and more creative in terms of on the fashion design spectrum. You kind of get the more technical people and the more like creative people. And in the creative way, I don't necessarily mean I take risks with the things I do, but I mean I have the ideas. So whether I do them or not is another matter, because sometimes I'm too scared that I'm not going to be able to make it and do the technical aspects for my ideas. But I'm kind of like, I like that side of thing more. But I think my plan is basically to go out and do internships and in like different kind of fields within fashion, and then decide what it is I like best and then try and go down that route. But I'm not 100% sure. I think the main thing is don't stress about it. Like, I'm just trying not to think about it too much, but kind of have it in the back of your mind. You're constantly thinking of things that you could do, but don't stress. It's not the end of the world, you know. Like, I've only lived 19 years of my life. Like, think how many years I've got left, hopefully. Anyways, like, you could do anything. You can literally change your job career at age 50. Like, literally, I just think don't stress about it. And if you work hard and you're positive, you know, hopefully things will work out for you, kind of thing. So yeah, also there was a second part of this question which I've screenshotted, but it's not fit on my screenshot, so I'm just going to go down and find it real quickly now if I can, or trying to be quick. Okay, so the second part of the question from Kirsty says, and what is your favourite material to work with? Okay, so my favourite material to work with, if you mean in terms of fabrics, I wouldn't say I've worked with too many, like a range of fabrics. But the one fabric I worked with recently, which I really enjoyed working with, was a cotton jersey. So it was a hoodie fabric, and in the inside it was kind of fleecy fabric, and on the outside it was like a hoodie kind of jersey fabric. And I really, really like working with that. I don't know if it's because I overlocked it mainly, but I don't know, it was just really nice to work with. It was thick, so you did have to take that into like consideration and the stretch and things like that. But I just really enjoyed working with it. So yeah, probably that. Keisha says, how are you so buff? Keisha, how are you so buff? I'm really sorry if I pronounced this name wrong, but Annalie, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. She says, what do you think about Romania? Do you know what? We've got quite a few people from Romania on our course, I think. Well, not even necessarily on our course, but at our uni. And I've never been to Romania, so if I'm completely honest, I don't really know too much about it. I would like to go there, like I'd love to visit there. There's quite a few places I'd love to visit. But yeah, to be honest, I don't really know much about it. Like, I know that sounds so bad, but I literally don't. But everyone that I know from there is really, really nice. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Annalie also says, how old are you? I'm 19. Yeah, I feel like I want to hold on to being 19 so when I'm 20. Like, I know once you're 18 you're an adult, but like I feel like 20 is when you're actually an adult, and I'm just not ready for that yet. So I'm quite happy being 19 for now. My birthday's not for a while, so because it's in August, so yeah. Merrin says, what's your favourite part about uni and how much free time do you have in uni? I think my favourite part about uni is learning, and I don't even mean necessarily in the way of an academic learning. I mean new experiences. You learn so much when you're at uni. I know everyone says this, but you genuinely do. Like, you meet people from all areas and walks of life, so you learn about different cultures, different backgrounds. You learn obviously the stuff on your course. I've learned so much on my course. You learn how to live by yourself and all of that, and I just think if I hadn't have gone to uni, I would have never had any of them experience or any of this knowledge that I now have, that you don't necessarily consider as knowledge, but it is. And I think that's my favourite part about uni. I've met so many people and new experiences, I would say, which I guess comes under learning. But yeah, new experiences. How much free time do you have at uni? I'm not gonna lie, it feels like I never have free time at uni. Like, legit, I feel like I never have free time. But I suppose I do, but I don't know. I'm one of them people that just wants to do it all. Like, I literally want to do it all. I want to socialise, I want to do my work, I don't know, I just want to do it all. I want to have my own time. It's just, I never feel like I have free time. But I guess it just depends. It's up to you about making time, what you make time for. And do you know what? Free time is socialising, I suppose, but I don't count that as free time. I don't know why, because I suppose I still feel like I'm doing something. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's the course that I do. So a lot of people I know that go to uni have like tons and tons of free time, but because I do like a creative course, I feel like because there's no exams, there's so much like actual work you have to do. But I think it just depends on balance and you choosing how much you do. But I do get free time and it's really nice, and I try and I like to take weekends off. I don't always do this, I work a lot of the weekends, but I like to try and take weekends off, and even if it's just like in bed watching Netflix, just to like give myself some time, you know, to breathe. I think that's really important. So yeah, that's that question. Mary also says, what is your favourite animal and why? It'll have to be a dog because I love my dog so much, Roxy. If you've watched my vlogs, you'll have probably seen her. I literally love Roxy so much. And I don't know, she's so loyal and she is like a friend, and she also proper de-stresses me. So I would have to say a dog. But I do love horses also. I used to do horse riding for a couple of years. And I loved horses. And I don't know, like I like random animals, like frogs are really cool. And my nan used to have a frog in her garden, which was super cool. My memory is running out and I'm not even run out of memory. I'll be back in a sec, 1 minute. There we go. The chair is proper squeaking against this desk. Sorry about that. I also love turtles. I don't know why, I just think they're cool. Just random animals, to be honest. Karina says, what advice would you give to someone who's a little worried about posting their YouTube links to everyone? I would say, I think you'll know when you feel comfortable in doing that. Don't give yourself all that pressure too. It will get you more views in the sense of because your friends and family will want to watch your videos. But I think don't stress about it. You'll know when you feel ready to. You can have YouTube for 3 years and not want to post them everywhere, and then suddenly you'll want to. I think just do you, and when the time is right, and yeah, just make sure you have supportive people around you. You don't have to have lots of supportive people. You may have 2 really supportive people and that can be enough, you know. And I think don't be scared because people actually embrace it more than they do. I was so worried. I wasn't so worried about it, but I was kind of worried about it. I was like, kind of like, oh, what are people going to say kind of thing. But actually, I had such a better response than I thought. And I think don't overthink it. Just go for it. Even like one guy at my school who I never thought would take the mick out of me came up to me and was like, oh, your YouTube videos are really good. And I was like, really? Like, I was so shocked. So I think just go for it. I mean, what is the worst that can happen? If people are mean and things like that, you don't need them in your life. You've got them 2 supportive people or however many supportive people. You don't need them other people. And I think it's a nice way to actually find out who is real. I mean, I hate that word, but it's true. Do you know what I mean? And that was all the ones from the last round. This is the new round, so I've had less because I only posted this last night. Georgia has asked me so many questions. Georgia is who I live with and basically my best friend at uni. She said, who's your favourite friend that begins with G? Why is, and it goes on, literally it goes on. Why is Georgia so amazing? All of this. So basically, I'm just going to say shout out to Georgia, okay? And shout out to Livy, who's also commented. Yeah. Caitlin has said, have you got any advice on university? If so, what are your tips? I have so much advice on uni. I think what I'll do, I know this is so annoying not to answer this, but I'm going to film a uni advice video, okay? Because I literally have so much and I could be here for 2 hours. So I'm going to film a video on that. I'm really sorry, that's really annoying for me not to answer it in this video, but I'm going to do a separate video purely on that, and hopefully that will answer all of your questions. Because I have so many and different experience from first year and second year, because people think once you're at uni it's all the same, but first year and second year personally for me have been so different. So yeah, we'll go for that. Ella says, how do you balance study, lifestyle, blogging and YouTube? Do you make a timetable or list? This is something I still struggle with, so I can give kind of advice but not really, because it's something I still struggle with. I love making lists. Not only does it mean you're more productive, but it means that mentally, I personally feel that I'm sorted out. Even if I'm not, I feel like I've sorted myself out. So it makes me mentally feel better. So I'd say that is one thing you can do. I think it's important to prioritise things that matter and things that don't, and not to put too much stress on yourself. So to do these things, but don't think, so I don't, when I do my YouTube videos, I do them purely because I think, oh, I want to film a video. I don't think, oh my gosh, I've got to do this amazing YouTube video, all of this. I don't put that pressure on myself, so that I can just be free and do it, and it'll only take half an hour or however long. Because if I put that much pressure on myself, I wouldn't be able to do it all. I do find it really hard to balance social life and uni life. From personal experience, I will do a whole other video on this, but first year I think I socialised a lot. Second year I haven't socialised much because I've given more of my time to uni work, whereas first year I didn't. And I'm still kind of working that out, I would say. But I know this is annoying again, but I will genuinely do another video on this. I'll try and film it this Christmas, so it should be going up very soon, and hopefully that will answer all of your questions for that kind of thing. Ella also says, who is your favourite creative inspirations at the moment? I think, well, of course, if you know me, creatively I love Confetti Crowd, because I love bright colours, all that kind of thing, the sequins, the bright colours, the fabrics, all of it. I love Confetti Crowd. I just think they're amazing. They stand for like female empowerment, all of that. I love it. But they've been like a long time fave. At the moment, I'm super loving Anne-Marie, the singer. I really like Ray as well, singer as well. Anne-Marie style I love so much. It's like super, like, it's got like tomboy and girly and like comfortable and like class. It's like, oh, it just works. It works so well. I love it. Like, she's got that street element, but then she's got that girly element. Like, it just works. I really like it. I'm trying to think who else. There's so many people. I'm trying to think. But yeah, I think at the moment for me, Anne-Marie is like my main creative inspo, I guess. Yeah. Kirsty says, do you have any regrets about going to uni / the course or the university? Okay, this is a tough one because I absolutely don't regret going to uni. There are some things I do question, but I don't regret going to uni. I would have never had the experiences or learned anything that I have if I didn't go to uni. And I think I would have been so scared to do other things, because now being to uni, I kind of think, oh, I can do anything I want. Do you know what I mean? But there are things I do sometimes think, oh, if I hadn't have gone to uni, I would have had more time to focus on my own things. So like YouTube and like, I don't know, like working on other side projects. Whereas at uni, I feel like I just don't have time to focus on my own side projects, which is sad, but you know, it's just one of them things. Do I regret going to the uni or the uni that I go to? Not at all. I love Falmouth Uni so much. And I know it's not everyone, but I would recommend it to everyone. I literally love my uni so much. Everyone's super friendly. It's by the sea. It's like, I don't know, it's a different lifestyle, and I'm glad I pushed myself to go so far away from home, because now, like I said, I feel like I can do anything kind of thing. So yeah, I don't regret going to the uni. The course, I think the course is a really amazing course. It is truly amazing. Whether I regret doing it or not, I don't, but don't get me wrong, I think every student gets to that point, they're like, why am I doing this course? Do you know what I mean? In terms of, I just think, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do after uni yet, all of that kind of thing, but I just think that's natural. But I am also going to be doing, I'm going to be doing a whole uni series on my channel, answering all your questions about uni related things, so I will touch on that a bit more and about my thoughts of the course. It is an amazing course. But I will do a video on that, on my honest reviews and opinions about the course in another video. So yeah, also this video is going to be super long otherwise. And someone just commented a thumbs up emoji. So thumbs up to you too. And that is all of the questions. I'm sorry it's been a bit rushed, but I literally have to go to work. So I need to make lunch before I go to work. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. And thanks for sending me questions. I hope I kind of answered them okay. I don't know. Sometimes I'm too chatty. Sometimes I don't answer them enough. I don't know. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you did subscribe. And I'll see you hopefully in my next video. Bye!